Welcome to Flawless TV. Make sure you guys go like, share, and subscribe. Today we are reviewing the recent album from Florida artist known as Fiji Slay, titled Mixed Emotions. Just to add a little background, she's a social media influencer with a huge following. She blew up in 2020 with songs that would go viral on TikTok. Just so you know, this section of Flawless Network will have album, TV shows, and movie reviews. Like, when I mean album, I'm also talking about music, like EPs, singles, and etc. Now, let's get to it. Let's get to the album review. Now, this album dropped January 20th, 2024, and the first thing we're going to talk about is the cover of this album. Apparently, the title is called Mixed Emotions. She has a total of 8 tracks on here, and the cover is looking pretty, original. It seems like there's stars, there's a sun, and then just her just in the middle, and it seems like there's a lot of things going on, and I'm hoping it plays into the theme of this. Track 1, Wondering. 4-minute track, great opening to this Mixed Emotions album. Let's get to it. The pros. The instrumentals are great. I like how the mixing sounds. Whoever mixed this particular track should get the praise that they deserve. I love the production. When it comes to me, production is the number one thing that wins me over on any track. I love the proper use of the reverb, a hint of auto-tune, but not too much, which makes this production even more special. I also like the backing vocals and the effort put into this track. The cons I have is, after listening to this track twice, there is some critique I have for it. It's more so the lyrics. Like, the lyrics weren't bad at all, don't get me wrong. To me, it's more of a 4-bar verse with a bridge and a repeating hook, like you would usually hear in a church choir. The hook is great. It's only the lyrics within the verses which doesn't seem to match the overall theme of the song. That's my only critique I have for this, is pretty much the lyrics. The lyrics aren't bad, it's just, it does not match the theme of the song. My overall rating for Wondering is a 9 out of 10. Flawless production, catchy hook. You can literally hear this song playing on the radio or be opening to multiple events. This one is definitely getting playlisted. Alright, let's move on to track 2. Alright, track number 2. We Are the People. The pros I have for this is great mixing. I like the use of reverb. Once again, the production on this album is on point. Whenever I mix, I love the panning effect, where you can hear the vocals on each side of your headphones and etc. I could also get some sense of the message in this song. My cons for this is the overuse of the auto-tune. Like I said on a previous track, the use of auto-tune was perfectly blended, but the overuse of auto-tune, it's not good on. It's just the overuse of auto-tune that's my problem. There's some notes she hit where you could hear the breaking of her voice due to the auto-tune effect. I believe she needed some auto-tune on her main vocals here. Just add some limiter, keep the echo and reverb on the main vocal, and this track will be better. The repetitive lyrics, I get the overall message, but the lyrics are very repetitive. The beat selection gave me an island afro pop type beat you could grab from YouTube. It didn't advance the overall production of the song. My overall rating for We Are the People is 4 out of 10. Track 3, Do What You Want. The pros. I love the beat and the versatility of the song. Great lyrics, great production. Like I said, lyrics are great. Fiji shows more of a rock pop style in this track, and she delivers it perfectly. I love the versatility on this album so far. My only con for this song is verse 2. The lyrics are good, but you could easily get some amateur delivery from it. I believe this verse needed some punch-ins. When I'm mixing and the artist doesn't want to punch in, I make them do it anyway, so the listener doesn't have to hear the overall breath intake, which usually throws the song off. I had no problem with the lyrics here. Like I said, the lyrics were great. It's the overall breath intake. I'll play a sample of it here.
But they're trying to tell me what to do, like I'ma do it.
Now, my overall rating for Do What You Want is 8 out of 10. This album is actually starting off good. Alright, let's move on to track 4. Track 4, Woke Up Again. Pros, great lyrics, good instrumental selection. My only con for this is the mixing on this one isn't up there with the previous tracks. But that's my only con. The overall rating for Woke Up Again is an 8 out of 10. Move on, track 5, Spaceships. Great instrumental, great production, great lyrics. As for the cons, I really have no cons for this. I love the atmospheric vibe she's getting, the tones, the notes she's hitting in this song. A good 10 out of 10 song. This is definitely getting playlisted. I would definitely be looking forward to coming back to this track again in a nearby future. Let's move on to track number 6. Track 6, I'm Sorry. My pros, great production. Once again, if I could speak to her engineers, that would be dope. They are the MVP. Great lyrics. I love the messaging on here. She definitely went all out on this one. As a listener, you can see she put her emotions on this one. This actually sounds similar to the music I make, so I have no cons for this one. But I'm So Sorry, you can see how personal she gets, how it makes the listener, dive in. I want to know more. I want more from this, My overall rating for this is I'm So Sorry. It's a 10 out of 10. This is definitely getting playlisted. Let's move on to track 7. Track 7, Make It. My pros, I like the messaging here. She's pretty much showing off here. This is more of a vibe, TikTok-y type of song. My cons for this, a lot of equalizer. And the beat doesn't blend in as much, compared to other tracks. I'm not feeling the instrumental on this one, but that's my only con on this one. My overall rating for Make It is a 6 out of 10. This one is a more, like I said, vibe, TikTok kind of track. I dig it, but my critique stays the same for it. So, 6 out of 10. Let's move on to track number 8. Track 8, Hurt People. Fiji shows off on this one. She ends this flawlessly, great lyrics, flawless production. I love the messaging here. She's sticking to the topic, delivering the message. It sounds like she's speaking to a person in her previous relationship. Whose name do I call out now when I need some help? Like that, when she kept saying that, man, I like the atmospheric vibes in this. How it pans on each side, as a listener, you can dive into the song more of. I have 0 cons for this one. Broken people, raised people, it's a fact, I love the message in here. My overall rating for this song is 10 out of 10. This is a more mainstream pop R&B type record. And if you see my other videos and the critiques I gave for other artists and everything, I love the poppy, the mainstream R&B. When it comes to rappers, make sure you know how to blend. Fiji is definitely showing off on this. So this song, Hurt People, is definitely a 10 out of 10. Now let's get to the overall review. Overall album review. So, to wrap this review up, Fiji's album, Mixed Emotions, is literally mixed emotions. I love the versatility, different pockets she goes in throughout the record. Like I've said repeatedly, I love the production. Like, these engineers are the MVP. The way her voice blends in and matches the instrumentals, it's insane. You can tell it's not a okay engineer, do what you do, or don't put effects on my vocals, I need it raw, or add auto to an extensive amount of equalizer. This is more of a let's discuss what we need for this record. I like when artists do that. You can easily tell that her and whoever mixed these records built a bond. They met on even terms when it came to the song. Like sometimes when I'm mixing or when I see, or when I'm going, working with some artists, they just go in there and they just sit there and just be like, okay, just add some equalizer. I don't really need any effects. Just put it out there. Okay. But it's only gonna bang. Like the song's only gonna, chart for locals, right? It's never gonna get up here. Labels aren't gonna respect you. I'm gonna say that for a different video. We're talking about this. But yeah, her and her engineers on par. They agree with a lot of things. There's some records I didn't really care for, but if I gave it my overall rating for this album is an 8 out of 10. What are your thoughts? Comment down below. Make sure you guys go check out her music. Give these artists the support they need. I have 16 more reviews to get out, but peace out. Go check out DHayes Productions merch store. If you drink coffee or tea, go here to get you a mug alongside a coaster with my logo on it. We also offer t-shirts for both men, women, and children sizes. We also have hoodies and sweaters. Now, if you're wondering, where do I go to get some of this merch? Well, if you're watching this video right now, go on DHayes Productions, go down to the link in the description below. You'll click on the link, which will direct you to the store. And you'll see all the options on the website. Go purchase you some merch and support the movement. Now back to your regularly scheduled program.